Hi guys, welcome to the 2025 HTO trade show. I'm just going to walk around and show you the new products from HTO for this year. So first up, released last summer, so it's new for this year's catalogue, is the Kamikaze 125 lure, which a lot of you will be familiar with already. It's our own in-house designed walk the dog top water, which has proven to be very, very popular. So brand new for this year is the new 105 version. A lot of people, myself included, generally prefer to use something around the 100-105 mil when the fishing's tough. Sometimes the 125 can be a little bit of overkill. Okay, next up, released last year was the 12 gram Pathfinder. Again, proved to be really, really popular for us. So this year we've come out with a smaller model and a bigger model. So this is 4 gram head, 2 gram body, giving you a 6 gram lure, and this one 18 gram head, 8 gram body to give you a 26 gram lure. Same 4 colours as the original Pathfinder. Proved deadly. We've also reinforced the hook this year. We had a few people tell us that the hook was a bit soft and pulling out, so the new ones have all got a stronger hook than before. Last year the shad came out, very, very popular for the offshore boys, really, really good for catching bass. We've had some fantastic catch reports from those, but can be a little bit big overkill when you're fishing inshore wrecks and reefs. So we did a smaller version. So we have the shad inshore. 4 versions of that. There's a 15 gram head, 30 gram head, 60 gram head, and a 90 gram head. So again, like the shad, it's going to cover all your tides and all your fishing that you could wish for. All right, next up is these cool little slam lures, the slam pintail and the slam paddle tail. I don't know if you can see that, but these lures are a clear body with a little sand eel imitation molded inside. So allows you to fish something that looks like a small sand eel, but with a bigger body to give you the weight and casting distance and action that you need. And these can obviously generally be rigged weedless, but you could pop a jig head on them if you wanted to as well. And finally, on the soft plastics, we have the new Bora shad. Bora being the Japanese word for mullet, and as you can see, they look like mullet. So 3 sizes of those. 130 mil, 100 mil and 70 mil. Just ideal little paddle tails for rigging, weedless, jig head, as you prefer. For a nice paddle tail action, ideal for bass. These were the Pathfinder metals that we brought out a couple of years ago now, I guess. Been really, really popular with the single treble on the back. So we brought out 2 new sizes of them. There's a nice little 7 gram, which I think is going to be absolutely deadly. And then a 12 gram as well. So we decided to evolve the Pathfinder a little bit, and we come out with the Pathfinder Stubby, which is essentially a shore slow jig. It's got that slow jig profile that you're familiar with from boat fishing, ranging in size from 21 gram to 42 gram. So awesome for slow jigging from the shore, but also micro jigging from the boat. I mean, that's going to be ideal for the kind of stuff that we do here in the spring for the bream and bass. And then Pathfinder Roadkill. Roadkill because it's basically a Pathfinder that's been run over and squashed to give a flat profile. Again, good range of sizes from 14 gram up to 42 gram, and the same 4 colours for each across the range of those. One new link here is a pair link. So very, very similar to the incredibly popular lure link, but what we have is a tapered end at the top where your knot sits. Just makes it a neater presentation, we think. 3 new hats from HTO. Classic trucker, Bass trucker, and the Amiga trucker. Pretty cool looking hats. 3 new hook patterns for HTO. First, replacement trebles for your hard lures. Plug-in singles if you like to replace the trebles on your hard lures. And light game singles for your metals and things like that. These are all top quality Japanese hooks. New for this year is the lure game rods. I'm sure you're familiar with the name. We've always had lure game rods. This is the latest version of those. So there's 3 bass models. Nice, light, crisp, fast action, blanks. But what we have added this time is 3 LRF rods. So there's 3 bass rods, 3 LRF rods in the range. All right, these are clip and lock cases. There's a slip foam version, an open box with cross dividers, and then a box with smaller dividers that you can make up into a lot smaller sections for all your jig heads and soft plastics and that kind of thing. Now the beauty of these is you can take 2 of them and just clip them together like that. So very handy way to store all the bits you need for an LRF session. 2 new lure cases there, a shallow one with dividers in the grey colour, and a bigger, deeper one with dividers in the white colour. Just basic lure storage, but we all need it. Next up is the 2 lure game boxes, small version, large version. This style of tackle box has become increasingly more popular over the last few years in Japan, and it's slowly working its way over to the UK. There's a top section there, again with dividers for keeping whatever you want kept apart separate, and the main compartment again has dividers that allows you to keep things apart. So there's a couple of additions available for these boxes. One is in the form of a drink holder, which of course you don't have to use for drinks. You can put weights or whatever you want in there, and then a rod holder as well, which is really handy for just sticking your rod and reel in there when you're carrying around, moving marks, that kind of thing. This is the new HTO backhand. I've been using the sample of this for the last couple of years for all my boat lure fishing. Absolutely wonderful. This hard top gives you a surface to work on, but it's also great if you get rogue waves coming on the boat, then all that water just runs straight off. It's got a tray inside, again with movable dividers, which is really good for keeping your close at hand stuff, and then a big compartment underneath for sticking the bulk of your gear in and your sandwiches. Fitted with 3 rod holders, 2 on one end, 1 on the other, and a pliers holder there as well, which is useful, and then a front zippable pocket for your personal items, keys and things like that. All right, moving along. 2 new products here. One is a landing net handle, full carbon, 3.45 meters when fully extended, thread in the end, carry strap. You all know what it is, but this is real nice quality piece of kit. And then we have a similar handle incorporated with a built-in net head. Excuse me. This is 3.45 as well when fully extended. It's called the telescopic shovel flip net. It's got a quick release action there to release the net head. The net head is also fully carbon, so it's very light, easy to maneuver with a rubberized mesh, and then the extendable handle on that as well. Okay, and then following the release of last year of our incredibly popular hooligan rods, there's 2 hooligan reels released a 3000 and a 4000 sides, just like the Hooligan rods. Incredible value for money, great pieces of kit. And again, to complement the Tempest series of rods that were released last year, there's a Tempest series of reels, which I'm sure you'll agree look absolutely stunning. 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 in those to match up with all the rods. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the look of some of the new products, and I hope you're going to get out and give them a try this year. Thank you.